Okay, today we're going to talk about factoring out the greatest common factor, or the GCF. So for example 1, we've got 2x cubed y to the 8th plus 6x to the 4th y squared plus 10x to the 5th y to the 10th. First thing I'm going to look at is going to be my numbers. So what's the largest factor between 2, 6, and 10? It's going to be 2. So I'm going to take out a 2. Then I'm going to look at my x's. I have an x in each one of my terms. Then I look to see what's my smallest x. Well, my smallest exponent for x is 3, so I'm going to take out an x cubed. Then I have a y in all 3 of my terms, and I look for my smallest exponent for y, and that's going to be y squared. So I take all of that out, and now I have to multiply back to see what's left when I take all of that out. Well, 2 divided by 2 gives me 1. X cubed divided by x cubed gives me 1. Y to the 8th, take away 2, I'm left with y to the 6th. You can put a 1 in front of it if you want. 6 divided by 2 gives me 3. 4 minus 3 gives me an x, and you can put a 1 there if you want, but you don't have to. And y squared divided by y squared, I don't have any left. 10 divided by 2 gives me 5. 5 minus 3 gives me x squared. And 10 minus 2 gives me y to the 8th. You can always check these by going back and using your distributive property to make sure that you get back what you had originally. I'm not going to spend time multiplying those back, but you can. All right, second example. We're going to look at all of our numbers. We have 3 terms. And what's the largest number that can come out of 3, 39, and 108? 3. Then I have an x in all 3 of my terms, so I look for my smallest exponent with x. So that's going to be x squared. 3 divided by 3 gives me 1. 4 minus 2 gives me x squared. 39 divided by 3 excuse me, gives me 13. 3 minus 2 gives me x, plus 108 divided by 3 gives me 36. And x squared divided by x squared is 1. Again, remember to check. You can multiply using your distributive property. Another example, what's the largest number that can come out between 6, 3, and 4? That's 3. I have an a in each one of my terms, so I look for my smallest exponent with a, so that's to the 5th power. Then I have a b in all of my terms. What's my smallest b exponent? That's b to the 4th, so that comes out. Now when I go back, I'm dividing. 6 divided by 3 gives me 2. 10, take away 5, gives me 5. 8 subtract 4 gives me 4. So 2, a to the 5th, b to the 4th. Plus 3 divided by 3 is 1. You can put a 1 to hold your place value if you need to. 7 minus 5 gives me a squared. And b 4th minus 4, I don't have any left of my b values. Minus 24 divided by 3 gives me 8. 5 take away 5, I don't have any a's left. 6 take away 4 gives me b squared. Again, you can always check to make sure that when you multiply back, you get the same answer. Now here's one we'll go a little bit farther with explaining, but it won't take very long. What can come out of both of these terms is a 4, that's the largest number, and an x. So when I go back, I have x squared minus 9. This is my GCF that's taken out of it. We could stop here, but I am going to go back, and I'm going to let you in on a little secret as to what's to come. What's the square root of x squared? X and x. The only thing that you can multiply together to get a negative answer is a positive number and a negative number. And what's the square root of 9? 3 and 3. So this is completely factored. This is your GCF taken out, and this is completely factored. We'll talk about factoring a little bit more in another video. Have a great day.